we've got our man Peter back with a lovely commentator this time to help us out. Electra, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Do you know how to pronounce the game name, Electra, properly?
I try not to.
Can you do it for me so that at least we both embarrass ourselves a little? You know, we can share the...
Rosenkreuzstilette Freudenstachel, something like that.
I think that was better than I could do.
Yeah, you know.
But yeah, so take it away, Peter, and we'll get the run going. Let's do this.
All right, Godspeed, PeterAfro. Also, happy birthday to PeterAfro, by the way.
Happy birthday, PeterAfro.
And he's given the chat timer in Discord. And we're all gamers. Alright, so Peter is going to be doing Metal Hero here first. Our Girl. And Lusty's stage is pretty much like Airman, if you played Mega Man 2 or Rockman 2. There's a couple little movement tech things we need to go over here first. In RKS and in RKSF, with Tia in RKS and with Frediua in RKSF, you can slide just like how Mega Man can in Mega Man 3 through 8 and 11 as well. However, in these games, you can chain slide, so within like a specific amount of frames from when your slide is supposed to end to where you can start sliding again. If you hit slide again, you'll keep sliding and maintain a faster speed than if you were to just keep on sliding with individual slides. Another thing you'll notice right off the bat is Frediua doesn't have like a a regular Buster Shot. She only has like consumable weapons. Her regular Buster Shot, which is the machine gun weapon that Tia gets from her in the first game, it's got so much weapon ammo that it doesn't really matter if you like keep on spamming it. If you're not going to run out in the speed run. And it's really useful, especially like for clearing stages, since it just mows through enemies. Here we're coming up on the first boss. Lusty is pretty simple for the first part. So each boss in this game is going to have two distinct phases. The first phase starts when they have their full health bar until they have half health. And we'll see here, once Lusty gets down to half health, this fight becomes a lot more random. There's going to be a lot of rising platforms that, you know, depending on the pattern you get, you can lose a bunch of time or save a bunch of time. So it's, it's kind of just random. A little unfortunate there with the raising platforms. It happens. You got owned by the boss, Peter. That's why. Alright, so the reason why we go for Lusty stage first is because once we not only get her weapon, which is pretty useful throughout the run, but we also get the Rush Jet equivalent in this game, which is super useful, and there's a couple of tricks you can do with it that we might see. I don't know if Peter's going to go for them. If you go to the edge of a platform while you're on top of it and start sliding right as you get to the edge of a platform, you can get the speed, basically stack the speed of the Rush Jet, which is faster than your sliding speed and the slide speed, and it makes you go incredibly fast. There's a strat here that you can kind of go out of bounds and skip a whole section. I don't know if we'll be seeing that, but hey, there we go. Good job, Peter. Proud of you. Which is that's pretty much the stage. We're getting to the boss here soon. Just a little bit of swimming here, just like in Mega Man 8. So here's Trower. Trower is pretty, simple to explain. Just shoot. We're going to be seeing Bomb Girl or Zorn, but she's dead right as that kind of phase starts, so it doesn't really matter. So Trower's weapon is actually pretty useful. We're going to be seeing it a good bit through the speedrun. Basically like kind of a melee attack. And now we're getting into Schwer's stage. Schwer is kind of like the meme RKS robot master. She has a bunch of tricks and traps that, like a bunch of fake E-tanks that will damage you, and a bunch of shortcuts like we're going to be seeing here. One of the most dangerous rooms in the game. Peter didn't die there. If you watched the race at GDQ between LV Creed and BJW, Creed died there like 3 times. It's really, that is kind of a scary screen. Anyway, we're getting up to shoe percent here. Base. Shout out to BJW. Peter opting not to go for the shoot percent. Brave strats right there. Alright, so now we're getting up to Schwer, who has Zeppy on her head. That's the little squid guy. If Peter kills Schwer when she tries to go into a pipe, it can soft lock the game. Oh my god, he almost got it there. Anyway, luckily we did not soft lock, but he didn't get the 1 cycle. I'm disappointed, Peter. Come on, man. Schwer basically has a shield weapon. Generally you see those in Mega Man games, and you're going to be seeing a lot here. Pretty useful weapon. But we also get the Rush Coil equivalent. Now we're on our way to Zorn's stage. Zorn's basically the bomb man of this game. Lots of fire. You're going to be seeing a lot of Mega Man 1-esque fire pillar, raising and lowering fire pillars. You can see him starting to use the shield weapon a lot. Get some frame drops. But once the shield makes contact, it makes this it explodes out, deals some damage there. Useful for getting through in these sections. It's going to be useful for a couple mini bosses and the bosses coming up. Not much else to say here, just kind of going through. Here's the Mega Man 1 fire pillars. See, that was a perfect opportunity to do the slide out of the rush jet. I was excited for that, Peter. Oh, another one. Dang. Alright, so here we're up to Zorn. Pretty easy boss. She's best girl, by the way. If you ever wanted to know who's best RKS, it's Zorn. Freudia and Tia are up there too. That's a good fight. Oh, look, it's BJW. With the horned anime. Alright, pressure's on, Peter. You better be getting this 30. Swordon. Alright, here's Worst Girl. This is a very vertical stage. There's a very difficult climb that Peter can do. We're gonna see if he's going to do it. You can skip this first, the Gutsman platforms with the Rush Jet. Seeing more of Trower's weapon. At high level play, this is one of the hardest screens in the game, easily. Here's a mini boss, technically. Pretty easy to lose your Rush Jet in that screen. Or count up to Dolus. Pretty easy fight with the napalm weapon. Not dead. As long as you don't know. That is. Little reference to ActRaiser in the background. Like, these games have a ton of references to other games. I mean, especially in like shorter stage. Nice. Pamela, Best Girl. That's a decent choice. It's respectable, PeterAfro. Hey, he did it. Alright, that's the strat I was talking about earlier with sliding after using the Rush Jet. I'm impressed, Peter. Keep up the good work. Little D-boost there. So, here we're getting basically a screen nuke weapon. Pretty useful on bosses. That's about it. Now, if you were playing Pamela, this would be the first stage you'd be going for, but we're not. So, 60's one of the later ones for Frediua. Again, another pretty vertical stage. Lots of moving platforms. It's more vertical later on in the stage. Get a lot of Elecman vibes in certain parts. Pretty much the rest of the stage is just climbing here. The screen nuke attack just destroys 60, so it's pretty easy fight. Nice. Now it's time for Growler. Not much else to say. Just Peter's doing his thing, sliding around. Here's the time stop weapon. It's gonna be the weakness of a few bosses. The attack itself, the time slowing, is not actually going to be the what's doing the damage, but the little shot you do while you're in the slowdown. Some more references to other games. Our boy Peter here is working real hard, desperately trying to time his slides correctly. The screen is pretty easy with the rush jet. The menu, okay, interesting. Some live new strats. PeterAfro routing, everyone. Here's Growler. Like I said before, her weakness is just shooting the time stop weapon. Decent fight. Now the game kind of goes into like a Doc Robot section, just like in Mega Man 3. So here we're going after Eifer. I will not do climb skip. Dang. I guess Peter's making my job easier. Now you could freeze that mini boss and then use Trower's weapon, but you know, you don't have to. It is faster though. So there's a climb here. Peter's not going for it. It's really, really tough. So it is a marathon run anyway. Like, there we go. Stream was going down for me on my end, but we're good now.
塵に帰れフロイデ霊言の流しがまだいける切り刻んでつく女だ霊言のまだ終われないのにルゼンの最後だな
Ooh, eye for death. Dang.
祈れ己の安らかにし霊言の
Not much to say about this fight other than just shore weapon.
クソバカな
And that's Eifer. It's time for Hammer Girl stage. Another pretty vertical stage. There's some larger horizontal sections, but first off, we're starting with these drops through a bunch of spikes. Got a big net in the background, popping all over the place, making the ground shake. Now he's dead. Get used to falling blocks, by the way. It's a big theme of this stage. Hammer Girl, also weak to the screen nuke. Takes her down pretty quickly. Good fight. Now time for the other playable character, Pamela. Not much to say for the time being. You're going to be seeing the time stop ability a good bit. Lots of spikes and bottomless pits. Peter, it hurts me every time you miss the slides after Rush Jet, dude. Like I'm in pain. It's all good, dude. Alright, another instance where the boss's weakness is not actually slowing down time, but shooting the little projectile you get from it. Kinda close there. Collector and Rank have a interesting little gimmick that I'll go over once we get closer to them. One of the more interesting bosses in this game. It's a bit dark in this stage, but it's no big deal for PeterAfro, teenage god of video games. He has all these maps memorized. Like, look at him. Look at him go. It's not just anyone who can do this. It takes being the teenage god of video games. Look at that skip. He skipped the entire screen. He's not even trying, bros. Uh-oh. 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 Peter, your teenage god of video game status is in jeopardy. I gotta be honest here. This is a sad state of affairs. It's okay. He skipped the screen again. He's back to being teenage god of video games. Alright, so this boss has a little bit of a gimmick. Depending on which one you shoot, you'll either heal for like weakness damage or deal weakness damage. Just gonna be trying to bank some shots here. And, oh, well, okay. Yeah. Peter's too busy trying to defend him not being a teenage god of video games anymore and is beefing the boss. Unfortunate. Well, there he goes. He did it. I should have never doubted him, fellas. Here's our girl, Iris. The Dr. Wily of RKS. She even has the eyebrows to go with it. Laser time. Laser time indeed. Iris is a huge fan of lasers. That's all I really need to say. Like, pretty treacherous movement. There are a couple cycle skips you can do. Let's see if Peter goes for him. I believe him. Well, I should be a little bit more realistic when I believe people. I think that's the lesson for today. This is the hardest boss in the game. Easily the hardest boss in the game. We're gonna have to pray for Peter. Oh, what a beast. I mean, he had to open the menu to do that, but, like, still, what a beast. I totally didn't see that coming, by the way. Like, that's a new strat. He owned him. That's the intended strat. This stage is a banging theme. Sadly, I can't hear it because I have to commentate, but such is life. Get the back up there using the ice block to jump. I wouldn't expect anything less from the self-proclaimed former Teenage God of video games. I'm still, I'm still on the camp that he's still the Teenage God of video games. Just for the record. I think anyone who's played a Mega Man game will know what this boss entails. It's a devil fight. Only this time it's full of grapes that have a couple different heights of when they bounce. Getting the other pattern here. Oh, dang, dude. It happens. This game's hard. Even for a god of video games, it's a difficult speedrun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to word mash on that one. Can we get some more horned animes in the chat room? Thank you. For Peter, like, he needs the horned animes. I mean, it is also his birthday, so, like, if you could give him the present of a horned anime in the chat room, it would mean the world not only to me, but to everyone at NASA. Hey, nice Eifer Devil, dude. Also, happy birthday. It is again, reminder, it's PeterAfro's birthday. Again, it would mean the world to me and the rest of us here at NASA if you wished him a happy birthday in the chat room as well. Thank you for your kind words, preemptively. We're getting up close to the end of the run here. Irish Stage 3 is pretty much the boss rush, as per usual with Mega Man games. Oh, Peter skipping the life. Wow. Bold.
さようなら。海の木図と消えてもらうわ。クラーゲハルミしまってしまった。クラーゲハルミはね。ほらほら、どうしたの？こんにちは。よろしくお願いします。いいじゃん。少し氷のやりをつきますね。
僕の決意を君に見せよう。空、こんなもので相手と言えばこれが定めなのか。
テンシル、チシル、あたしシル。
I can see the KH data fights with its refight screen. Kinda. Sorta. I mean, completely different game, but
殺す。
let's see it.
油断しない。死ね。
時をこ
無念だ。
行こう。ゼッピーさん。
I need some Zeppies in chat, bros.
ゼッピーさん。ゼッピーさん。ゼッピー。やられちゃった。
Peter, I was really looking forward to the one cycle, and I've been let down once again.
小声に。
I gotta be honest, that's how I'm feeling right now, is what that Piken emote. That's me.
私の炎はあんたなんかに消せないの。シュネクリスタル。
Saving the best for last here. God Gamer PeterAfro. Goodbye, Zorn. You will be missed. Getting up to the first round of Iris fights. It's gonna spam the screen nuke here, and then on the next phase, we're gonna be seeing the napalm. Almost started to sweat there. Getting up to the final stage here. Not much to say. I don't think Peter's going for the rush coil strat, but there's a coil strat where you can get to the door transition a little bit earlier from this little elevator sequence we're going to be seeing. Ah, dang. Well, now the good people in the chat know that there is a strat. Oh, he's going for it. I applaud the effort. All right, so this boss, unlike the rest of the bosses, most of the bosses in this game have 28 health. Final boss, which is Tia, quote unquote, has 56. Once we get to half health, we'll see the actual final boss, and time's going to stop once the screen goes white after the virus. G's. Get ready on time. And time. GG, PeterAfro.
GG.
And happy birthday.
Yes,
And more importantly, happy birthday. Thank you everyone for watching PeterAfro play RKSM.
Yep. Feel free to give any parting words about the run or anything if you need to.
I mean, what can I say? You just saw the best player in the world, PeterAfro, do a run live for free.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, bros.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you, Electra, for that fantastic commentary. And up next,
you're too kind.
Peter back for his third and final run with backyard skateboarding. So we'll see you in a few minutes. And yeah, let's get this show on the road. Thank you, Electra, again. Amazing job.
No problem, man.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to NASA Marathon 2020 Weekend 1, raising money for Save the Children all across this weekend and the next. So, once we get to Sunday and we turn the stream off, don't worry, we will be back next weekend. You can see the schedule for next weekend over at hararo.org/NASA Marathon 2020 /weekend 2. I'll plop that in the chat room now for you. There you go. Merry Christmas. Yeah, we're raising money for Save the Children. A quick little bit of information about them. When the worst happens, children are always among the most vulnerable, and often suffer most. Save the Children responds to natural disasters, conflicts, and other humanitarian emergencies across the globe, including responding to the COVID-19 pandemic with global health, education, and protection programs that address the unique needs of children in crisis. Save the Children has launched a global appeal to help support children and families affected by the coronavirus. They are supporting health workers with personal protective equipment, distributing hygiene supplies and health information on how to stay safe and prevent the spread of infection. They also are using their decades of experience with kids in crisis to give parents guidance and tools to reassure and support their children. So thank you very much to everyone who is supporting and, of course, checking out, watching the speedruns, staying home, staying safe, and staying 2 meters apart from anyone if you do go outside. Be sure to, follow social distancing, keep everyone nice and safe around you, keep healthy, and we will beat this virus together. So, next up, we have backyard skateboarding. So we've got Peter coming in for his third and final run. Really appreciate Peter doing 3 runs back to back. It must be really taxing to run for almost 2 hours doing all these different runs, especially at such a high level. But then we will have Bath Salted Peanuts coming on for 2 runs afterwards, and he will be doing Hot Tin Roof and Onimusha. Is that how you say that? I got all the games that I can't pronounce today. I feel like I've been really caught in the crossfire here, but I can see Bath Salted Peanuts in the chat. If I goof that, I do apologize. You can yell at me, yell at me privately or publicly if you want to shame me. Yeah, I do apologize. In about 4 hours' time, just under, we will have the Super Metroid and A Link to the Past combo randomizer, the 2-player little exhibition that we'll have going on. And there are a lot of incentives for that and bid wars. Of course, we have the classic Save or Kill the Animals, and sprite selections for A Link to the Past. So, if you want to get your donations in, and you want to donate towards those incentives, you still have quite a few hours. We've got quite a lot of runs before that. But obviously, there'll be a lot of people most likely trying to snipe those out, because we do love the classic Save and Kill the Animals. So, make sure to get donations in early, but we will keep reminding you once we get closer and closer towards those runs, because that's the next incentives coming up. So yeah, thank you everyone for supporting the event once again, as always. And I will see you all very soon. Don't go anywhere. Hello everyone, it's me again. Just letting you know that we are good to go. Peter's all ready to show his God Gamer skills one final time. On his birthday as well. Thank you so much to Peter for doing that. On his birthday. Incredible stuff. We are ready for backyard skateboarding, so we will be switching over in just a few seconds. Let's everyone get ready. Grab a quick drink if you haven't already. And yeah, be sure to wish Peter a happy birthday as well. Yeah, we'll be switching over very shortly, so stay tuned.